right, so Salaki. All right, it cut off on me, so I forgot the, the word I was trying to say. Um, but I did mention it's more spiritual. All right, it says to put a moderate estimate upon oneself, and right here, this explains it right here. Right, think of oneself sober, to put a moderate estimate upon oneself, and so we are we are supposed to be practicing moderation when it comes to drinking, because things are gonna get ugly really fast. All right. Again, those birth pains, and when a woman is travail because of the child coming, those they when those what do you call it, contractions hit, they hit and they hit hard. They hit unexpected and they hit hard and they last. And so what's next? Sheesh. Seeing that the elites are getting the desired effect from this next thing that they're putting into play, where people are rising up, there has to be a calamity. All right, there's going to be a somewhat of a crisis, where it could be you know a grid shut off. People's lights might go off. Water utilities, certain utilities might be shut off, where it's causing a panic. And you can expect this shit to boil over in the worst way, and that's what we're expecting. We ain't expecting nothing light, especially now, because we're at the point where this devil is about to bring forth that draconian law, that totalitarian system, where he's gonna have everybody following these unjust as rules. You ain't gonna be able to grow no produce. They've been saying that for a while now, that Agenda 21. And so essentially they want to drive people to poverty, and have them solely dependent on the system. All right. And then of course they're gonna bring in the MOTB, right? So to put a moderate estimate upon one's life, all right, and that's pretty much moderation, all right, moving in moderation, all right, all right. And so this is definitely something that we need to consider, or need to enact, or have focus more on, all right, is watching unto prayer, being sober, being moderate in society, you know, because we got liberty, but that liberty can compromise you in these times. So you want to keep it simple, move in a wise way. you know so the second Ezra chapter 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And then this the part I'm hinging on right here, because that's definitely what's about to ensue. You got the sword, people gonna be killing each other. You got famine, food shortages, due to food shortages. All right, and you're gonna have great confusion. There's gonna be stuff popping off in diverse places, and you're gonna have to keep your mind you're gonna have to be calm about certain things. All right, and this may well affect us, but of course, the Lord got us. All right, He promised that He will have us. All right, and so who is us to argue with that? As long as we doing, keeping up our end of the bargain, staying prayed up, calling upon the name of the Lord, trusting in the Lord, ridding ourselves from the old man that this society has created. This selfish, self-centered, you know, how can I say, animalistic nature driven mindset, where it's gimme, 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 and push, push, push. No, we're developing a spirit of, charity, amongst ourselves. All right, amongst ourselves. So I'm gonna have to cut it, Salaki. I don't have my charger on me, so maybe I'm gonna finish this up. It says, this is for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Because people are going to be fighting against each other for resources, and this is the desired effect that Esau is, pretty much, bringing to the world. it says, and the dead shall cast, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. So it's giving you that apocalyptic scenery right here in the scriptures, all right, which we're seeing start to develop in the world through these events. It says, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it, and the trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them, right? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. And this is important, because Esau has been projecting that, a large portion of the population is going to be, wiped out. All right. And, there's going to be all sorts of ways that happen: sword, famine, disease. All right. It says, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. And so for of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 in the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. All right, so I'm going to jump. All right, this is 37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack. It says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. And it says, even so shall not the plagues be slack upon the earth. Right? So this is what we got to look forward to next. And the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. So, so it's good to celebrate. It shows you that we understand that what's taking hold of this place. But we don't get too excited, because these things are. This is what's supposed to happen. This is a given. All right, if you've been paying attention, if you've locked in. All right, verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Right, my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. Right, Jacob's trouble. Okay, because it's going to be the majority of Israelites who are going to be affected by the swift change that's going to happen in society. All right, due to all these calamities, whether it be crisis generated or not. All right, it says, oh my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. So we got to fight. It's a war. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon earth. So there's a great understanding that you have to have when this shit, when it fails, when utilities are shutting off, and when you see people go to the streets, millions of people spilling in the streets, violence overtaking, millions of these, of people fighting over resource. This is the world, man. Because we're at the end of the world. Esau is the end of the world. Chaos is coming to an end, but it's going to go out in the worst way ever. It's going to go out with violence, this society, right? And it says, what? Be ye as pilgrims. We always go into this word. Another word for pilgrim is a wayfarer. A wayfarer, all right? And so a wayfarer is what? One that's seeking a miracle, a pilgrim, a person traveling to a holy place, and that's essentially what we're doing. All right, we're waiting on our ship. We're waiting on our ships, or ship, because the Lord is going to be the father ship, which is going to be the big ship, and then you're going to have an armada, his armada. All right, essentially small ships, pick up the elect, and also to bring destruction, all right, as a penance, all right, or to discharge some vow or religious obligation, or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit. And this is what we do. We're seeking a miracle and spiritual benefit, because there is going to be a benefit, a spiritual benefit, all right, because the Lord said he's going to save us from, the troubles, and he's going to feed us, and it says we're going to laugh at disaster, and so that's going to be the benefit, because we held on to this truth according to Revelations 3 and 10. It's a lot. I know I got to cut it before it cut off on me, because that's what it's been doing lately. Revelation chapter 3 verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. All right, so we're going to see it. Of course, we're going to see the things, and as scripture say, we're going to be scarcely saved. So we're going to be in a dangerous situation where, we're going to be saved out of dangerous situations. All right, it says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, and no man take thy crown. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I feel it so close, man. It's almost like I kind of feel Yahweh Shai, man. One of the biggest thing I always think about is, everything coming to a stop and the Lord appearing, and oncoming devastation is about to happen, and then the Lord showing up. For me, it's very frightening what I see and what I feel, but it's like I can feel him, I know it's not just me, but it's like I can feel him, like I can actually feel him, So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it right there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. To those who tune in. So with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders that bring millstones, salutations to the elect members. All right, who are scattered to the four winds of the earth, pushing the work in truth and sincerity. And as you can see, yeah, he was at Davos. And this is what he said. Today I am here to tell you that the Western world is in danger, and it's in danger because those who are supposed to defend the values of the West are co-opted by a vision of the world that inexorably leads to socialism and thereby to poverty. Yeah, so they're going to drive this world into poverty. All right, and then they're going to bring in that UBI. And this thing, this immigration thing, is to exhaust the welfare so they can crash the system, bring in the digital currency, bring in UBI, and then separate society from those that believe in the image and those who don't. And those who believe in the image, they're going to take the mark of the beast. Those who think that this society, heading to new heights and all that other shit, yeah, they're going to take the chip, because they ain't going to believe in the Lord. And the majority of our people will take it, because they're going to be so distraught from the calamities that take place. So Lord willing, it was edifying, man. Until next time, I say shalom, right? Why the hell I do that? But yeah, shalom.